Time to talk about the games that ACC Huddle going to be at week 1 versus week 3. All right, so these are the games, week 1, week 2, week 3. LSU, Clemson. Of course, that is one of the best games, I think, to start off the season. Besides Texas, Ohio State, you don't get a much better game than LSU, Clemson. And I already know how y'all fans are with LSU. Y'all are in love with Garrett Nussmeier. Cool. We going to see how he perform against this Clemson defense. I think it's one of the best tests probably they're going to get all year. Yeah, that secondary and that front, oh, Lord. Yeah, sign me up. AC Huddle knew what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's a show that's been, doing their thing since 2019. So they've been going into their 7th season. I can't wait for that game. LSU Clemson, sign me up, man. I'm definitely going to watch it. 7:30 kickoff. You best believe it. And I believe that's after Tech plays on that Friday night. Oh, hell yeah. We watch it full. And we're going to have the full analysis after the game is over. I can't wait. And y'all LSU fans, look, first off, I love LSU. But the ones that talk bad about my QB rankings, I hope y'all have that same energy, man. I have no disrespect for LSU. I've always loved the LSU program. But y'all be talking crazy about this kid, Garrett Nussmeier. I just want to put that out there. All right, next game, Illinois, Duke. I know what y'all going to say. That's actually an underrated game, but really good to say the least. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad game for week 2 to be at if you're doing, obviously, ACC schools and teams that are going to play, right? Because Illinois got Luke Altmaier. They're supposed to have a big year, obviously, this year. Duke with Manny Diaz. They did some good job, some good things in recruiting. Hit the portal a little bit. They lost their, obviously, running back Star Thomas. We'll see how they replace. They lost their quarterback as well, who ended up transferring to Oregon State. So it's a lot of questions around Duke. But they did a good job recruiting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Did a decent job recruiting. Really good job, obviously, in the portal. That's an interesting game to say the least. And if you're Illinois, right, Big Ten, you don't want to fall through the woodworks. You know what I'm saying? But for the ACC that gets disrespected so much, if you're Duke and you're the ACC, you want to win that game, right? Because you're tired of the team saying, oh, you can't compete and all this, that. You're top heavy. You have no depth, no parity in the conference. That's a game you could show with Luke Altmaier, who is probably going to be destined as a probably Heisman preseason finalist or a guy that could be in that conversation. That's a game you want to win. And then next up, my favorite game. They need to go ahead and get ESPN College Game Day on this and just stop playing, bro. Clemson, Georgia Tech. Especially if both of these teams is undefeated at 2-0 going into this game. Go ahead and put that thing on ESPN College Game Day. Because there's just no way you don't, bro. This game is going to have so many just ramifications in terms of, is this going to be a special season for Georgia Tech? Is there parity in the ACC? Or is it going to be consistently dominated by Clemson, who has won 8 of the last 10 ACC championship games? And peep this, Clemson put it on, obviously, Georgia Tech the last time they played them in Death Valley. This one is obviously on the flats in Atlanta, but they put it on Georgia Tech. And Haynes King struggled. That's going to be the storyline heading into this game. King is a way better quarterback, though, in my humble opinion, than compared to last time. I told you I got him as number 2 in the ACC. Only that guy right there is better than him in the ACC when it comes to quarterbacks. I don't give a damn what y'all say. King is that dude, and y'all gonna find out why. And what better way to say, we is here, right? We coming for the throne than beating Clemson at your house. There's no better way. That's popcorn. That's one of the top ACC matchups this year. I don't care what anybody says, and that's going to determine a lot of what's going to happen this year, humbly, right? Now, if Tech loses, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. They go 2-1. It's not the end of the world. You still got a shot. But what better way to put your program on the pedestal, to put your program even more out there, to say, we going to be a problem this year. That is the game to do it. And it's a big SOS win, too, strength of schedule. That's some of the top. So I want to commend ACC Huddle, getting it right the first 3 games. These games are top-notch. And I can't wait to see who comes out on top, man. But like I said, that one right there, I'm going to be in attendance on the flats, noon, ABC. I can't wait. That is going to be a barn burner. Close game, I think. Come down to the stretch. Haynes King leads an elite drive down the field. Tech wins it at the buzzer. Move on, go 3-0. Put the whole college football world on notice. But let me know, y'all, in the comments what y'all think of these games. That's going to be obviously televised. Obviously, AC Huddle is going to have the full coverage. Their team is going to be in attendance. What y'all think of these games right here? Y'all let me know.